You write something down fast in Apple Notes because it is right there on your phone, needs no setup and takes 2 seconds. But then you hear about Obsidian, a heavy-duty writing tool that a lot of people say totally changed how they do their daily work. So you give it a shot, spend 2 whole days setting it up, adding extra tools and watching videos to learn how it works. Now you have both apps open at the same time, you do not know where your notes should go, and you are wasting hours organizing instead of writing. So to save you hours, we're looking at Apple Notes and Obsidian so that you can find the one that fits the way you think. At first, we find that Apple Notes is absolute magic for those sudden sparks of inspiration because it is always ready to go. With a quick swipe from the corner of an iPad or a fast tap on an iPhone lock screen, we are instantly drafting a note without even opening the main application. It feels completely natural, much like pulling a small notepad out of your pocket during a walk through the woods. The app handles voice dictation smoothly, turns handwritten scribbles into clean text, and scans paper documents instantly, which makes it the finest tool for capturing life on the move. On the other side, we notice that Obsidian requires a bit more intention when you sit down to use it. While the mobile app has received major updates recently, including quicker startup times and customizable mobile widgets, it still feels like walking into a quiet study rather than pulling out a pocket notebook. Obsidian is actually built for the long haul, and that's why it shines brightest when we settle into our chairs for deep, focused writing sessions. The interface uses plain text markdown syntax to allow us to format headings, blocks of text, and complex thoughts without our fingers ever leaving the keyboard. So we use Apple Notes when the world is moving fast, but we open Obsidian when we need the world to slow down so we can structure our deepest ideas. Okay, so the way these two choose to organize our gathered thoughts reveals a deep insight. We see that Apple Notes relies on the traditional, comfortable system of folders and subfolders that we have all used for decades. Even though Apple has added smart folders that automatically group things using hashtags, the system still encourages us to isolate our files into separate boxes. This works beautifully for keeping our recipe collections away from our tax documents, but it makes it very difficult for different ideas to talk to each other across those rigid walls. In complete contrast, we see that Obsidian treats our information like a living ecosystem of interconnected thoughts, and that's interesting. It completely bypasses traditional hierarchies by using bidirectional linking, where typing double brackets automatically creates a two-way pathway between separate pages. When we link a new thought to an older one, Obsidian registers that connection instantly, which allows us to view our notes through a visual map called the graph view. This web of connections mirrors the natural way our minds operate, where one memory softly pulls another into view. Instead of forcing us to decide where a piece of information belongs at the very beginning, Obsidian allows the structure to grow organically over time as our network of knowledge deepens. Now tell us one thing, should an app be ready right out of the box or allow us to build our own features? Let us know in the comments. We appreciate Apple Notes because it is completely finished the moment you open it, requiring absolutely zero setup or technical knowledge. The toolbar adapts to what we are doing, offering us clean text formatting, simple tables, and basic checklists without cluttering our view. It provides a beautiful, reliable, and predictable experience that never demands our time or attention for maintenance, which is exactly what we want when we just need to get a task done. Looking at Obsidian, however, the core application is deliberately minimal, but it is supported by a massive community directory containing thousands of plugins and themes. We can install extensions that transform our plain text files into visual Kanban boards, detailed project trackers, or interactive spaced repetition flashcards. This incredible flexibility means we can design a highly personalized knowledge management system, though we must be careful not to spend more time tweaking our tools than actually doing our work. Let's be honest, these two apps aren't really competing for the same job. Apple Notes is the app you reach for in the middle of real life. You're scanning a receipt at the grocery store, jotting down a meeting takeaway before someone starts talking again, or dropping a shared checklist for your partner. It's frictionless, instant, and deeply woven into your Apple devices. The daily stuff, scanning documents, handwritten iPad notes, locked private entries, and quick collaborative lists, Apple Notes handles all of it without you even thinking about it. Obsidian, on the other hand, is the app you sit down with. It's where you go to process ideas, not just capture them. A researcher building a literature review, a writer connecting themes across dozens of drafts, and a developer documenting architectural decisions over months. These are Obsidian people. Where Apple Notes stores a thought, Obsidian grows one. The interesting overlap is in personal knowledge work. Both apps can hold your meeting notes, your project ideas, your reading reflections, but Apple Notes will just file them away. Obsidian will start connecting them, surfacing a note from 8 months ago that's suddenly relevant today. So the real question isn't which app is better, it's when you need each one. For living your daily life, Apple Notes wins without a fight. For building a system that thinks alongside you over years, nothing touches Obsidian. If you want to build a truly resilient digital mind, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below sharing your own note-taking routine.